Hi, everyone. My name is Kate McKinney. I'm an associate professor in the School of Communication, and this is an information video about the new honors undergraduate program. I'm here with my colleague, Sammy Lee, who's an advisor in the department, and she will be speaking about program requirements later on in the video. So the agenda for this video, first we'll talk about what's new about the program. Then we're going to talk about what kind of students would benefit from this program. We're going to talk about the structure of the program and how it fits within your degree requirements. Then we're going to talk about an undergraduate thesis, what a thesis is, and how you find a faculty supervisor for your thesis. And at the end of the video, we'll talk about how you can apply and enroll in the program. So first, what is the honors program? The honors program is a flexible way that you can earn upper division credits by doing independent research. So if you are somebody who is working part-time or is looking for online options for learning, this is a great way for you to be able to study and earn credits independently without having to regularly go to a classroom every week. It's an opportunity to work with a faculty supervisor, so one of your professors in the program who will support you and mentor you in writing a 40-page thesis paper on a research topic that you care about. It's also an opportunity to learn in a cohort environment. Students in the honors program are admitted into the program at the same time, beginning in the fall semester. And each semester they participate in 2 online workshops led by the honors program coordinator on research development and topics that will support them in succeeding in the program. And finally, the honors program is great if you want to develop your skills working in research-oriented careers. So if you love doing research, this is a great program for you. Lots of different kinds of students can benefit from this program. So this is a great program if you are interested in going on to graduate school. It's a way to boost your application profile and also to start to develop some of the independent research skills that you're going to be practicing in a master's degree or a PhD. It can be a chance to see if that kind of work is something that you really enjoy doing and that you're good at. So it's an opportunity to test out research as an option for you. It's also a great program for students who want to go on to other kinds of professional degrees and training. So for example, law school, teachers college, or other kinds of competitive postgraduate opportunities. It'll help you to boost your application and also help you to learn to improve your writing and research skills, which will also strengthen your applications to these kinds of programs. We're looking in particular for students who like working independently and are driven by curiosity about a topic. So if you find that it's hard for you to self-motivate around independent research and writing, this might not be the best program for you. You have to be somebody who can really stay on top of your work, be self-motivated, and meet deadlines and expectations driven by your own kind of motivation. The program is structured in the following way. So first you apply to the program in May, and that's to enroll to begin in the subsequent fall semester. This year applications are due by May 21st, and you can check every year on the honors section of the comms website to see if that deadline has changed at all. You fill out an online application form and you submit this in May, and you'll hear back about whether or not you're accepted into the program by the middle of June. You then enroll in the program during your regular summer enrollment dates, and Sammy will help you to do that. And then in fall 2025, you begin a course called CMNS 497, which is worth 4 units. So this isn't an actual course that meets regularly. It's the course code for you writing your thesis proposal. The thesis proposal is a document that you work on in collaboration with your honors faculty supervisor that lays out the broad topic that you're going to research for your project, the research questions that you have, the kinds of research methodologies that you're going to use to conduct your research, and it lays out an outline of the different chapters of your thesis. So it's basically you working with your faculty supervisor to make a research plan for your thesis semester, which starts in the spring in January. At the end of the fall semester, at the beginning of December, all honors students give a presentation at a research showcase that faculty and other students and staff in the program are invited to attend. And here you give a brief 10 to 15-minute presentation that goes over your proposal and your work plan for the thesis, and you'll receive questions and feedback from faculty and from your colleagues. Beginning in January, you enroll in Comms 498, which is worth 6 units. Again, this is not an actual course with regular course meetings, but this is the course code for completing your independent honors thesis project. So this is a 40-page, roughly double-spaced research paper where you lay out your research findings from your thesis research. So typically, students are conducting their research for the thesis over the course of both the fall and winter semesters, and the deliverable or product that you're producing is the proposal at the end of the fall semester and the finished 40-page thesis at the end of the spring semester. Then in April, you do a final honors showcase presentation of about the same length where you present on your research findings and again receive questions and feedback from students and faculty in the audience. You then deposit your finished thesis with SFU libraries where it remains part of the library collection forever. So it's also a nice way to get your research and writing into a library so that others could potentially read it in the future. I'm going to turn things over now to Sammy, who's going to talk about the requirements for the honors program and how the program fits into the rest of the degree.
Thanks, Kate. Okay, so I am here to talk about, well, what are the requirements and how does it fit into my degree? The mission requirements for the honors program is a 3.33 communication GPA and SFU-C GPA. This includes your upper division GPA as well. Students would need to complete a total of 75 units with at least 16 upper division units in communication. And you must remain 3.33 CGPA to remain in good academic standing in the program. For students who have received a grade of B or higher in Communication 497, we'll move on to 498 in the following semester. And for students who receive a grade of B minus or lower, they will go back to the Communication major program and will be able to use 497 as one of their courses, courses for their upper division requirements. Thank you. For the fall 2025 semester, we have revised the program to 120 units, 60 upper division units within the program. For the lower division requirements, students need to complete 110, 120, 130, 7 200 level communication courses, including 201 and 202. Starting in the fall, the 7 200 level communication courses, this is part of the new requirements. So as part of the so for students already declaring the program, and if they meet the mission requirements for the honors program, they will be exempt from this new requirement, which means that if you have already taken and completed 5 200 level courses, you do not have to take 2 additional 200 level courses. For upper division requirements, students have to complete 60 upper division units, of which 48 must be in communication. This includes 11 upper division communication courses in total. So a writing 304W or 455W, communication 362, communication 497, communication 498, 400 level communication courses, and 300 or 400 level communication courses.
Thanks, Sammy. So overall, the purpose of the honors program is to produce an undergraduate thesis paper, and we wanted to talk a little bit about what is an undergraduate thesis paper. A thesis paper is a paper that produces original research on a topic that you choose, and it should be a topic that you care about and want to learn more about. For the thesis project, you will be assigned a faculty supervisor when you are accepted to the program. This is a supervisor who works in a general research area that's related to your thesis topic. and you can identify faculty members who you would be most interested in working with in your application, and we will endeavor to match you with one of your choices if possible, though that is not guaranteed. You're going to do a literature review as part of your thesis paper research, and that means that you're going to scan existing scholarly writing about your research topic to see what other researchers have said about this topic and incorporate their arguments into your paper. You're going to decide on a research method, and you will have completed research methods training already as part of your undergraduate degree when you enroll in honors. So you'll have a general idea of the different kinds of research methods that are out there, like discourse analysis or visual analysis or policy analysis. But you may also work with your supervisor to choose and get trained in research methods that are new to you, depending on what's most appropriate to your project. Once you've decided on these methods and carried out this literature review, you're going to actually do the research. So do that discourse analysis or that policy analysis or whatever it may be. And you are going to produce this 40-page thesis paper that reports on your findings. Again, the thesis paper project is divided into two stages. First is the proposal stage, which happens in the fall semester, where you lay out your plan. And second is the thesis paper stage itself in the spring semester, where you produce the final paper. So 4 credits for the proposal, 6 credits for the thesis paper, for a total of 10 credits overall. And you present your work in progress or your finished work on the thesis project at the end of both the fall and spring semesters. So there's the sky's the limit in terms of the kind of topic that you choose or focus for your project, and your supervisor will help you a lot to refine the kind of big idea or interest you might have into a narrower project that's appropriate for the scope of a 40-page thesis paper. There are also many recent past projects by students that you can check out on the Honors website. I've put one of them up on this slide here, which was a recent graduate, Mia Chai-Vu's project, The Intersectionality of Discrimination, a qualitative content analysis on media reports of violence against cisgender and transgender Asian women. Students often wonder how they will find a supervisor, and that can feel like an overwhelming part of this process. Well, you will be paired with a supervisor by the honors coordinator when you apply to the program. So the honors coordinator right now is me, and the faculty member who is coordinating the honors program switches every few years. When you fill out the online application form to apply to honors, there's a place on the form where you can indicate which faculty members you're interested in working with. And in this part of the form, you should name faculty members who work broadly in a research area that's related to what you are interested in studying for your thesis project. And you can find out more about faculty research interests by visiting the faculty section of the department website. So finally, how to apply to the program. Well, you complete an online application form by visiting the communications department website. I've put on the slide how to navigate to the honors area of the department website here, and there is also a direct link. You can submit your application by May 21st. If you're not able to submit your application by that deadline, we will accept late applications on a case-by-case basis. You just need to email the honors coordinator or get in touch to ask if it's possible for us to extend this for you. The application is going to ask you to do a little bit of writing for us so we can get a sense of who you are as a student and what you're interested in. So you'll be asked to describe the general topic that you think you'd like to work on for your thesis. You'll be asked to tell us in the application why you want to be in the honors program and what experiences have prepared you to do independent research. That's because we want to ensure that you are going to be successful in the program. So we want to admit students who understand what it means to do independent research and are excited and ready to take this on. And then finally, you're going to identify a couple of faculty supervisors who you would potentially be interested in working with. You will hear back from us about whether or not you have been accepted into the program by the middle of June in time for your enrollment deadline, and Sammy will help you to enroll into the program. So that's it for the presentation. And again, you can find contact information for myself and Sammy on the honors website, which is on the department website.